video. Hey everyone, Andrew here, bringing you another video, and today we're going to be doing Batman Imposters. Take a look at this comic cover right here. Now, Batman Imposters is a pretty simple story to understand. You ever wonder what would happen if people started intimidating the Joker, started acting like him? Did you ever wonder what would happen if people started idolizing Batman in Gotham? Well, that's what happens in Batman Imposters. See, there's a small cult following to the Joker. Everyday citizens are using his laughing gas, minus the deadly, fatal substance in it, to become Jokers, with a Z, not an S. And they're going around and causing muck and causing chaos and anarchy everywhere. After the Joker's venom wears off, they return to their daily lives. Now, at first, it's just common disturbances and anarchy, but eventually the Jokers become dangerous. They are riled behind a leader, the Joker Imposter, and the Joker Imposter makes them do stuff that, well, it kills people. Not just Jokers, but everyday citizens, cops. People are dying because of these disturbances. So what happens? Batman and the police force are trying the best they can to hold things together. But a Batman imposter shows up and starts riling some of Gotham's PD and also Gotham citizens to become Batman imposters. These Batman imposters fight against the Joker imposters, and it is like a big, huge war in Gotham between these Jokers and these Batmans, and neither of them are afraid of killing and using lethal force. It is Batman's job to figure out exactly who the Joker imposter is, who the Batman imposter is, and to put a stop to this big, huge war that's going on between the two. On to the good, the bad, and whether or not you should get it. Good. Well, the one thing I did like is I liked the backstory for the Joker imposter. I thought it was a kind of a cool backstory, and it gave him a lot of motivation to actually do what he needed to do. It was fun, it was entertaining, and I just liked him. He was a good character. Granted, he looked just like the Joker. You can't help but be sympathetic towards him. 2. Is that the idea is actually pretty good. If you think about it, why hasn't anyone tried to intimidate the Joker or Batman? Yeah, why haven't there been a gang of them yet? I mean, really, if you think about it, Batman and Joker have been around for years. It only takes a few stupid teenagers to start becoming imposters, start acting like them, start causing anarchy, gangs, thinking that they're cool, the in thing. I mean, it was only a matter of time, and I like the concept. The idea wasn't bad. Bad. Well, although the idea wasn't bad, the execution really wasn't that good. In addition to that, I really don't know how this fits into continuity. For example, the Batman costume. One could assume it's Dick Grayson because references are made to Professor Pig, and this is done during the time that Dick Grayson is Batman, but the costume looks like a generic Bruce Wayne costume. In addition to that, he's set up in the Batcave, where Dick Grayson isn't set up, and in addition to that, he also makes references to Bruce's past, so you don't know if this is Bruce or Dick. So if this is Dick, it's just poorly representation of him. If it's Bruce, is this set out of continuity? Is this set before he becomes Batman, or before he gets hit by the Omega Sanction? It can't be because references are made to Professor Pig. The biggest problem is this, right here. It says ties into the Gotham City Imposters game. There's a new game coming out that is Gotham City Imposters, which you can go around dressed up as Batman or the Joker, and that this story is kind of a tie-in to it. There's a lot of things that inches it towards being canon in the Batman universe, but at the same time, you're never actually truly sure. I think that's the biggest problem to this, is who's Batman? Is it Dick Grayson because references are made to Dick Grayson as Batman villains? Is it Bruce because he's wearing Bruce's old costume and when he flashbacks he thinks of himself as Bruce? I mean, really, who is Batman in this? It's silly. The only other bad I can think about this is that the artist, Scott McDaniel, who does fantastic art. Let me just say that. For cartoonish art, he does the best. His work on Nightwing was fantastic. However, it didn't work here. I think it's because Scott McDaniel's art works best with grays, browns, blues, and reds, where he has to use a lot of purple, greens, and whites are used in this, and it just doesn't flow that well. It just doesn't work out well, and I really didn't like it. Which is saying a lot because, like I said, Scott McDaniel does really good work. On the whole, whether or not you should get it, ugh, don't bother. If you can't tell if it's in continuity, if you can't tell if it's a tie into a game, if you can't even tell who Batman is, it really isn't worth it. On the whole, the story wasn't really that good either. The only thing that good came from the story is the Batman and the Joker imposters backstory. Both their backstory was really good, entertaining, and I liked it. And I kind of want to see this character used more often. It's not going to happen, but I would like to see him used more often. But yeah, like on the whole, I said, don't pick it up. It's not worth it. It really wasn't that great of a story, and for the $14 that you're going to pay for it, whatever. So with that said, this is Andrew saying, peace out for now.